Hey everybody, sorry I wasn't around last week, but I ended up going to Vancouver that Friday and I didn't make anything, but I'm back now and I got a hell of a story for you guys. Also, I'm not recording on my regular microphone, I'm on my Blue Snowball right now, and I didn't feel like putting this on my microphone stand because it's too much work, so I'm literally just holding the microphone and my pop filter. So, sorry if this video sounds fucking weird, but it is what it is. Anyways, so while I was in Vancouver, I met a buddy who sold me a half pint of high tech, and naturally I brought it back home with me because I wanted to sip with the boys. So, I go to Vancouver. I saw King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard live, which was dope, but never even heard of them before this. But damn, they go hard as fuck. Your boy got to crowd surf like 3 times, but that's a story for next week. But anyways, I get back home, I meet with my buddy, crack the seal on the 8, and we sipped a bit together and got a little faded. Next day rolls around, all the homies are at the Kool-Aid house, which, in case you don't know what that means, that's that one homie in your squad who's always having people over. But anyways, I bust out the bottle and we start pulling up, everybody getting pre-faded, including our one friend who we're gonna give a name to because he's very important in this story. So we're gonna call him Cheesehead. Now, Cheesehead over here got more faded than the rest of us because he was sipping, and I think he did shrooms too. Now, I didn't take any, mostly because I had a really fucked experience on acid about a year ago, which is also a story for another week, but I knew that there was being mushrooms passed around. But anyways, Cheesehead sitting on the couch and says how he hates this one kid he's in a group chat with so much that he just basically wants to start talking shit to him. Anyways, my one buddy is like, oh, okay, let me do this, and he passes him the phone. And this guy starts going to town talking shit to this kid on Cheesehead's phone. And he got this kid so fucking phased by saying he wanted to fuck his sister and shit like that. All this crazy shit. And the kid got so pissed he left the group chat. And alright, so you might be thinking, how the fuck does this involve you getting almost arrested for lean? Well, that's because there was 2 major problems. The first one being that this kid's sister is underage as fuck, and my friend's like 17, which for one, I didn't even know about because frankly, I didn't really care about this whole shit talking conversation, whatever the fuck. I knew it was happening, but like I said, I really didn't give a shit. I thought it was funny too, low-key. But anyways, second problem with this is the kid is a fucking little bitch who decides to call the police. Not that any normal person wouldn't have done that, but it just makes you more of a bitch, you know? Like, you can't deal with the kid who's talking shit, so you have to call the police. Like, I don't know, bro. That's just kind of petty. That's like rich white person shit, I guess. But nah, I'm just playing. Anyways, kid leaves the group chat. They're both laughing because they phased the fuck out of him. Night ends. I go home and sleep. And next morning, I wake up, get ready for the day. I get a phone call from my dad saying, why are the police calling me saying you're selling cough syrup out of the house to minors? And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Pause that. Rewind, dad. What did you just say to me? He said the police have me on like a bunch of charges and shit, and they just wanted to talk to me to figure some shit about last night out. Meanwhile, I'm low-key freaking out because I'm 18 and I can go to jail now. My dad gets home from work. I explain the situation to him and he just kind of like laughs at me and he's like, I don't think you're getting arrested, but they could charge you for a bunch of shit if they really wanted to. So I'm like, okay, phone the police and just tell them to come by the house because I just want to get this over with. You know, this anxiety be crippling me right now. So dad calls the police. Turns out they just want to talk to me on the phone, so he passes me on to them. Cop was like, okay, so someone was making some comments about somebody's sister last night, and they were very upset, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't know too much about that. I wasn't really involved with that part of last night. And then he's like, okay, so where did this cough syrup come from? And I told him the truth, like that I got it in Vancouver. And he's like, well, since that cough syrup has codeine and you were giving it to minors, you can get charged with a lot of shit. Keep in mind, my friend is 17 and I'm 18, so that counts as distribution to minors. Like, I ain't giving no 12-year-olds lean out here. I'm not that fucked up. Anyways, the cop, he was just like, really, we just want to clear things up and tell you to not do this again. Otherwise, you can't get charged. And I said, thank you for letting me clear this up. It was a stupid-ass mistake. I won't do it again. And that was that. Really got let off easy as fuck considering how bad this could have been. And I'm not trying to brag saying I beat the case, blah, blah, blah. That's for my music. I'm really, if anything, thankful they let me off easy. Because For all I know, last video I made could have been the last one you guys would have heard for a while. But anyways, moral of the story, don't drink lean, it's bad for you, and don't make comments saying you're gonna fuck somebody's sister when you find out they're like 12 years old after. Anyways, thank you all for watching. If you made it to this part of the video, be sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Leave a comment down below if you've been through something similar. Follow my SoundCloud, link is in the description as always, and yeah, see you guys back here next week. Peace.
Green Zans, I'm whole king. Wanna talk about something? Yo, girl, fuck the whole team. She a hoe, she soaking. On her knees, she gulping. And the shit resulting in the truth coming out that your thrust game is weak. Young Z, keep a stick for all the fuck boys talking.